All right, welcome back. Let's just pull that a little bit forward. So today I have another video I'm going to do. I've got a board behind this one. We've got the live stream coming up at. I'll post it ahead of time. We're aiming for around noon hour. Christmas in our house is a little different this year because Adelaide's not home, so we're not having full on Christmas on Christmas Day. We're saving that, so that's why I'm still down here doing all the videos. I'll be doing them that day too because I work 365 days a year on this. And I wanted to discuss a little bit about what's going on today and what's going on around the hockey world as well. So the OHL, with the province in lockdown, obviously you can't start the season. So they've delayed the start of the season indefinitely. There's some questions about whether or not the WHL, the OHL play a season. And I would say it's reasonable to ask whether or not the QMJHL is going to finish the season and how this is going to work. So the QMJHL has been delayed through early January. So basically, junior hockey in Canada has been shut down. And I've seen people asking about the whole NHL thing and how can the NHL play, and we'll come back to that. So right now, juniors is on hold, and so if you're making draft picks this year, good luck. It kind of is the ultimate crapshoot this year when it comes to the draft, because we really aren't going to get to see a lot of players play enough games that you can really come out with a good idea of where they're at in their development. So for scouts, this year's a massive unknown, just question marks on a lot of players. The World Junior Championship, of course, starts today. I've decided I'm going to review one game per day. So I'm not going to dive in and do every single game because, again, it's a bubble environment. So it's going to be, 10 hours of hockey a day. So I'm going to just review the one game a day. And today I will review Russia versus the USA. It starts at 9:30 Eastern Time, 6:30 Pacific. I know it's being carried on TSN in Canada. It's supposed to be on the NHL network in the US. And this should be a really fun game. And we get to it right away. And then tomorrow I'll likely do the review of Canada versus Germany. And then on Sunday, I'd like to move around a bit. Maybe I'll review Switzerland versus Finland. Monday, you've got Sweden versus Austria, Germany versus Slovakia. Germany versus Slovakia might be kind of fun to look at. And then Tuesday, and this is just spitballing, Switzerland versus Canada. Wednesday, you've got Sweden versus Russia. Thursday, you've got Finland versus Canada and the U.S. versus Sweden. And then next Saturday, we get into the quarterfinals. And Tuesday, January 5th, we're into the third place game and the championship game for the World Juniors. So that'll be fun. And like I said, I'm going to try to do one review a day and just discuss what's going on. And we'll have previews, not previews, but review what happened the day before kind of thing as well. So expansive review for one game where I'm taking notes, all that other wonderful stuff, and then just reviewing scores and whatnot probably the next morning, maybe that night. We'll see. It's up in the air because it's 2020, so why not? I'm wearing the Capitals jersey because this is one of my favorites of the reverse retros that I have. I also have the hat to match. Some of the jerseys, you kind of have to get a different hat. But what this has also done is it's allowed me to get hats now with logos that I may not have had hats with logos or a different color than what I had before. So I kind of surgically picked which ones I was going to get. Okay, those ones make sense. So I do like that it's a matching combination. I also want to throw out there, so the discussion of the NHL and should the NHL come back, and I've seen this a lot on social media and the idea of sports. And I think it's been driving me insane. I actually had to say, seriously, why did it take this long to the television? Television didn't hear me. So 2020's been a giant sack of doorknobs. It's been an absolutely horrible year for most of us, right? And the psychological effects of this year are huge. And professional sports, for some of us, are a nice escape that we get here and there. Another example I would use is how many movies have my wife and I watched and reviewed so far? 15 Christmas movies in one Christmas series. And we spent a half an hour yesterday talking about Santa Girl on the Entertainment Guy channel. It's important to have that downtime. It's important to have that escape. And there's movies and TV shows being filmed in Vancouver and being filmed around North America. And those are important because that escape is important. And we can be cynical and say, well, it's billionaires and millionaires and they get this and they get that and we don't. But there is that escapism, and there is that, if everything just shut down, then you don't have new television shows, new movies, you don't have anything to watch on TV sports related. I'm glad to see that finally there's more discussion on television about, hey, so the mental health aspect of this, that's been tough. Yes. And I've said the whole way through that, yes, public safety is absolutely of the utmost importance. I think the NHL has come up with a plan that does its best to protect public safety. And I think that having professional sports existing during this time is important. The NBA's come back. Of course, Major League Baseball had their season. The NFL's winding down their season. It's been great to be able to watch some football. And that provides an important, like I said, an important escape, for a few hours. And you can do it in comfort of your own home and safety of your own home. So that's how I view it, and that's how I feel regarding that. And I understand that it's not necessarily how everybody feels about it. I've tried to have that debate with people. Sometimes we agree to disagree. Sometimes I can, I can point out how I understand how they're feeling. We can have a nice discussion. That's important on the internet. The debate is not 100% dead. It doesn't necessarily have to be, well, you're 100% wrong and I'm 100% right. It very often does go that way, but sometimes you can kind of agree to meet in the middle a little bit. And that's important, especially with, like I said, the year we've had, right? So keep that in mind. And if you're having your own struggles throughout this season, you're not on your own on that one. For my wife and I, we've both had issues during the holiday season in the past. And in both cases, like, we're happily married, things are good here for us. But we still, when this time of season comes up, it does bring up some old memories that are not necessarily happy, not necessarily fantastic. And so we do our best to support each other through that. And that's part of the reason why you're getting videos on Christmas Day rather than me just sitting around eating chocolates and watching Christmas movies all day, which I could do because calories don't count on Christmas Day. I'm not sure if you're aware of this now. Christmas Day calories don't count. Just like on vacation, calories don't count. You go on vacation, we go down to Las Vegas, we eat what we want down in Las Vegas, the calories stay there, and then we come home. So it's magic. But yeah, take good care of yourselves throughout the holiday season. And again, I've got another board behind this one, another video I intend to do. We're going to do the live stream, and then you'll get a World Junior Championship review of Russia versus the USA when that game is finished. And here's to hoping for a really good game and not some lopsided 8-0 score where I'm trying to find something to talk about after the game. It's not like, all right, so this game was a slaughter. So hopefully that doesn't happen. Thank you guys so much for your support throughout the year. Don't forget to hit like and subscribe if you're browsing your way through. You just happened upon this video. Thank you guys so much for everything. I will talk to you again soon.